guys, what's up? My name is Prez, and welcome to another episode of NHL Be A Goalie. So, I ended the series on episode 30, but I decided to reboot the series in a different way. And I still have the save for the other Be A Goalie. I still have the save for that. But I really wanted to reboot the series on my terms. So basically, every single year when I do this NHL Be A Pro type of thing, I go through the Memorial Cup and I let the draft choose what team I'm going to be on. And that's the team I'm going to be on until either I get bored of that team and I move on and I skip through the 2 years and then move on to a different team as I do every single year. But every single year, I try to get on a certain team. And that certain team is the Anaheim Ducks. I always wanted to play for the Anaheim Ducks in this game and or past NHL games when it comes down to Be A Pro. So I have the opportunity to reboot this series and actually play on that team. So starting with episode 31, episode is actually episode 1, season 2, but it's going to be named episode 31, season 2. It's a weird title, but I'll just name it 32, and we'll just carry on from there. So I'm just changing my settings here. We're going to go with the game style there, quick, and we're going to go with all-star. You know what? Let's go with pro, 5-minute lengths, because obviously we don't want the game to be too long. Actually, I'm going to cut it down to 3 minutes per period. I might change it in the future. It really depends. So basically, we're going to play our very first game. It's the preseason, so we have to really, really show off to the coach that we can actually do this. And if we do end up on the final roster for the Anaheim Ducks, then I'll go through, customize my pads, and then customize everything else, and then I'll show you guys in a different episode. And when we get to that point, I'll show you guys. I won't show you guys me going through customizing and everything. If you guys want me to, I'll definitely make a video on it. It'll probably be like a speed run type of deal where I just fast forward the footage because I want to take my time. I really want to design the pads and everything else to be the perfect colors the way that I want them. But anyways, yeah, so here we go. I finally get to play on my favorite team and actually record it for you guys. And I think with this, I have a little bit more of a passion to actually play and actually try my hardest to win in this, because obviously it's my favorite team. I don't want to see my favorite team lose, and it's with everybody. Everybody doesn't want to see their team lose. Either it could be their home team or they could be like their favorite team when you're across to a different country and everything. Obviously, my favorite team is the Anaheim Ducks, and I live near Toronto, Ontario, which is obviously Toronto's hometown. Everyone around here is pretty much a Toronto fan when it comes down to it. But I'm a Ducks fan, and I've always been a Ducks fan ever since I seen Paul Kariya and Teemu Selanne, and obviously Ryan Getzlaf now, and Corey Perry, unfortunately, is playing for the Dallas Stars. Yeah, so this has always been my favorite team. I watched them win the Stanley Cup, and I watched them go downfall, go upfall, and we're back to downfall again. But that's just the way it is, and that's the way it's going to be. It happens with every NHL team. They have their high seasons, and then they have their very low seasons. But I always been with them ever since, and through thick and thin. And I always wanted to play on the team as a Be A Goalie or Be A Pro. Even now as a player, being a player on this team will be even more amazing. I try my hardest to either get traded. I didn't even see that goal, actually. It went through many guys, and I believe it got redirected the way that it was supposed to go. But that's all right. Here we go. We're down by 1. We only let 1 goal in. Unfortunately, it is our very first goal here, and obviously it sucks, our very first game. But yeah, obviously we need to play better. I need to pay attention a little bit more here on the ice, actually. So I'm gonna black out my screen, and we tie it up. Would you guys look at that? We tied it up. So I'm gonna hide away my video recording and my audio, and yeah. So I'm gonna hide that away so I can focus on the game itself. I know everything is working in the background. That's why I have it always up. I have it always up on my secondary screen, the audio and the video, to make sure I'm recording, make sure the audio is going right and all that stuff. So I make sure that's going right before everything else. So, but anyways, getting back to the story here. So I always been, obviously the Ducks have came into the NHL in '93, and I was born in '93. So it kind of correlates into the year that I was born and all that stuff. It's awesome to have a team that will come in the NHL, and I was out of the wrong position there. I was nowhere near saving that, and that is completely my fault. I was too far on the right side post here. I was a little bit too far. I should have been a little bit more into the middle, but I was a little bit too far, and I understand that. So I was like over here when I should have been right here in the middle. Yeah. So I think my team can go back here. I think they can get a goal. Obviously, they got a goal before, but hopefully we can get another one. And we really need to focus here. We really need to strap down here. So I have the guides. I have the lines to show me where, roughly where the puck is going to be. That just helps me because I never really got fully understand the goalie controls or how the goalie works in this game and all that stuff, and how to fully play as a goalie in this game. And I made this series. I didn't really continue on other NHLs. I did do it in other NHL games, but I didn't really do it except for this one. I really stuck to this one this year, and I'm hoping to get better, obviously. But obviously with NHL 21, I don't know how the goalie controls are. I haven't really tried it out yet in the technical test. To be honest with you guys, I haven't really played the technical test. And I feel like the reason why I haven't played NHL 21, the technical test, is because, I don't know, because to me, the beta for NHL 20, I recorded a ton of videos for you guys. And that's what motivated me to actually play the game and actually fully test it out and stuff, is to record it for you guys. And unfortunately, with NHL 21 technical test, I cannot record it for you guys. Basically, if I do record it or upload it or show you guys any screenshots, EA will take down my channel, and I don't want that to happen. So I haven't really played it. I played it twice, or I played it 3 or 4 times. 2 times with actually a subscriber, and then 2 more times just by myself, checking out the menus and the Pro-Am and all that stuff and all that. I didn't really feel like it's a huge change when it comes down to NHL 20. I feel like they just put a barrier behind it saying you can't record or you can't take screenshots of this. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like they put a barrier behind it. Didn't allow anybody to show screenshots or videos, because I think it's because NHL 21 kind of feels, well, the technical test feels a lot like NHL 20, except for with the new deeks and the new commentary, and that's pretty much it. That's what I feel like. And I was going to make a video about it, talking about NHL 21 and whatever I had to talk about for NHL 20, but I really released the video of talking about the technical test and giving you guys my little feedback, the notes I've written down and all that stuff, just talking about the game, talking about the test, and see what I found and all that stuff. So I don't feel like I should make another video on it and all that stuff and just trash talking the game, because I don't feel like I should do that, because it's not the full game. And I understand that. It's just a test. It's a stress test to see how this game will handle people. And that was the whole point of this technical test. It's not to show off gameplay, or it's not to show off the game. It's just a stress test to see if the game can handle this many people at one time. And we see in the very beginning, it didn't handle people quite well at all. Like, we couldn't get on the server, we couldn't even get on the game. We kept on getting errors, like login errors and all that stuff. We kept on getting those and all that stuff, which sucked. It sucked in the very beginning, but I understand it. It's EA. EA is always going to have issues when it comes down to their servers or anything with their games. They're going to have problems, and I just suck at being a goalie, man. I was ready too, and I was about to go down, but my goalie would not. I pressed the trigger to go down on my knees, but it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me. It would just let me do that little kick save, unfortunately. And the only way I can get better at this is if I keep on playing it and keep on recording it for you guys. And if you guys can give me any tips in the comments below, I'll gladly take any feedback or any tips that you guys have and all that stuff to help me improve on to be a goalie in this game. Because to be honest with you guys, the controls for be a goalie in this to play, it's ridiculous. Like, you tap one little part of the stick and your goalie goes flying to the other side, which I don't understand. They should make it a little bit more fine controls when it comes down to it. I know there is a button to see, like, watch. This is fine sticks, but when I push like that to slide, obviously my goalie's gonna slide, but it's a little bit too aggressive, in my opinion. And yeah, the goalie controls in this game is not the best, and a lot of people know that. So hopefully I can actually get better and learn the controls and all that stuff. Obviously I know some. I know, like, X does that. I know B. What is B? I know Y does I know poke check. I think A is poke check. A is skate. I know that if you want to skate. Right and left, or right bumper, and you move the stick to hug each post. I know the controls, but doing them all at once, trying to save a puck, it's hard. It's hard in this game. See, like, my goalie shoots the other side when the player shoots on that post. I don't know why. The game just does that. It's not me doing it. It's the game doing it. And it's unfortunate that you can't have full control over the goalie. Like, full control. Like, he doesn't do the automatic saves or anything like that. Like, I didn't go down and save that. The goalie did that itself. Or the game did it itself. So, unfortunately, you don't get really full control of the goalie in this game. And I think it really hinders the experience with this game. And people actually trying to be a goalie in this game and make it realistic and all that stuff, because they're a goalie and they want that experience in the game too, as well as in real life. And you don't have full control over the goalie. The goalie does moves that you don't want it to do. So I think with NHL 20, hopefully they fix the goalie controls somewhat. Obviously they're not going to fix 100% of it, because people are still going to argue about problems and all that stuff and try to obviously people are going to find problems and just complain about it. It's been happening for years on the NHL games. And even though that EA has tried to fix them and try to improve on them, people still say, like, oh, no, you did it wrong. You did it wrong. You did it wrong. You did it wrong. Even though there's some decisions, obviously, they have made wrong. And they made the game somewhat, like, not playable. But you got to think of the other areas that they improved on. And in my opinion, they improved a lot of things on NHL 20. It's just people don't show that stuff. People show the flaws. People show the imperfections when it comes down to this game. And it's unfortunate. And there is a lot of imperfections. And there's a lot of mishaps that EA has put in this game that I haven't even seen. And that I have experienced. Which sucks. And those flaws show through. Those flaws show through more than the good stuff that EA has improved on. So, anyways, that's enough for a rant. My throat is completely dry. Like, it's completely dry. I don't know if you hear my voice changed over this recording. But my voice has definitely changed, and I can hear it in my own audio, actually. So I'm going to take a drink. And while I take a drink, hopefully they stay in their area. All right. Unfortunately, they didn't stay in their area. I have to stop taking a drink. Yeah, so I'm doing this all in one take, by the way. Like, I'm doing this all in one take. This whole video will be one take. I don't usually try to do one take videos, obviously. It takes a lot of talking. And when I have stuff to talk about and stuff, I'll do a one take video. Obviously, with this video, I had a lot of stuff to talk about and all that stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the one take type of deal. We have 1 minute left. We still have the opportunity to score here. I don't know if the coach is going to pull me or not. Yep, there we go. All right, we have to skate to the bench. We're skating very slowly, but we're skating to the bench. Hopefully we can actually get an extra man out there. We'll get an extra man out there. We'll see if we can actually score. And nope. They score on the empty net. 36 seconds. Our first game is not the greatest experience when it comes down to being on my dream team. But hopefully the next game that we play will be a lot better. I think in this episode, I was just mostly focusing on just talking to you guys. And obviously, I like doing that. I just like talking to you guys and all that stuff. And that's how I treated it before with NHL Be A Goalie. Just talking to you guys. And I treated it pretty much as almost a podcast type of setup. But hopefully in the future, I'll treat it more like NHL Be A Pro, where I talk to you guys, and then when I get on the bench, I stop talking. I really don't know how to edit on this because I don't go to the bench. I stay on the ice. And going, like, when we're in their zone, I can obviously cut it out before, and then when they get into our zone. But by the time I try to cut it, they're already back in our zone. So there's really no point of me making those jump cuts like I do with Be A Pro. But unfortunately, we come over the loss, which sucks. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't already. And if you guys have made it to the end of the video, make sure you guys check out that join button. If you become a member, you can actually get these videos early. You actually get access to early uploads when possible. When possible. Yeah, so you guys get early access to videos. You get access to member exclusive videos only. So when I do make those videos, I do plan on making a member only series. So if you guys actually want to get access to them in the future, make sure you guys check out the join button. You guys get special emotes, special badges too if you last so many months and all that stuff. It's the cheapest possible. Like I made it the cheapest possible for you guys. Like I tried to make it the cheapest possible that YouTube will let me. So if you guys want to join, you guys don't have to. But if you guys want to become a member of this channel, there'll be a link in the description if you guys are on mobile. But if you're on desktop, there'll be a join button right beside the subscribe button. Make sure you guys check it out and all that stuff. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links will be in the description. My name is Prez. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up.